Good morning, natural gas. Today's Thursday, January 15th, 2026. I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. And natural gas prices are down. Currently, right now, for the spot February contract, we're down to 308.30, down 3.7 cents, or a little bit over 1.19%. And here we are with the RSI is just going sideways. We are continuing to press lower. Why? Well, we've had some LNG problems both at Corpus Christi and Freeport. Those are resolving right now, but the forecast for weather is mixed. The European model shows really cold temperatures around the 25th, but the GFS is starting to say warmer temperatures coming, and the European does lose that cold by the end of the month. So let's turn to the hourly chart. And as you can see right here, using the daily pivots, we haven't been able to break above the daily pivot, which comes in at 321. And as you can see, we're pressing lower. The RSI is open to the downside, and our first pivot support, 297.80. That's right, 297.80, below the $3 handle. Well below that is secondary support at 283.5, and well below that is third support at 260 and 3 ticks. We've got storage today, expectations between minus 82 and minus 87 BCF. We are going up against some very strong numbers from last year, minus 227. And of course, the 5-year average is around minus 146, I believe. So we're negative on those storage comparisons. We are losing weather at the end of the month. We're running out of time in winter, and we've had some LNG problems. So let's turn to the LNG. This is the Corpus Christi map. The facility's down here on the bay of Corpus Christi, and this is the compressor station, Sinton. And that's where we had problems yesterday. There's some maintenance here for pipelines. And of course, as you can see, there's going to be an expansion of this facility out in 2031, hopefully by the fourth quarter of 2031 or 32. As you can see, there will be an expansion of that compressor station and a new compressor as well as pipelines added. Why the funny track here for this pipeline? Why doesn't it just go across? Well, we've got wind turbines in this area here. That's right. Texas mixes LNG, wind, and solar. So let's turn to the other problem. This was Freeport. This had a power outage at the pre-treatment facility. And this is the pre-treatment facility. This is north of the LNG terminal, south of Houston. And as you can see, this is where the electricity comes in here. This is the flare pit over here, and this is the pre-treatment facilities. Let's turn to the front to back spreads here. This is February versus March, and as you can see, because of the weakness here in March is even more than February, we're actually up on this spread, almost 4 cents. We're currently trading at 43.9 cents, up 3.8 or 9.48%. Big swing. The previous day down 25%. The RSI has been trying to coil up, but we're now still negative. So our support comes in right now at 37.6 cents. Well above the market has been the double top at 70 cents, and above that 74. And here's the Jan versus the April, the injection spread. And as you can see, because of the weakness up front, that spread is widening out. We're currently trading at 163.80, up 1.9 cents, and the RSI is trying to turn higher. Let's take a look at that weather for the US, and this is the European model, and this is the wind chill factor. This is all the way out to January 26th, and some very, very cold temperatures. As you can see, this is a nice V pattern here pointing toward Texas, but it's warm across the southeast. And as we go further into the forecast, it's warm again in Texas. And the GFS model is even warmer still. So unfortunately, we're going to lose winter here shortly. And here's the snow and ice cover. We're losing that snow cover across the upper Midwest, Great Lakes area, and parts of New England. And of course, because of the warmer temperatures, that ice cover across the Great Lakes is actually contracting. We're down to 5.5%. What about Europe? Colder and much colder temperatures are coming through. This is all the way out to January 28th. And it's funny because we've got 3 zones in the northern hemisphere: Asia, the United States, and Europe. typically we get 2 out of 3 that are in some cold temperatures. Well, the US is going to get a brief hit around the 25th and then lose it. So where is it going? That cold air is going into Europe and then Asia. And as you can see here, this is really quite cold all the way back into Spain. What about storage for the EU? It's sitting at 52.5% full, and Germany's down to 44.6% full. This is as of 2 days ago. So as this colder weather comes through, they're going to drain storage stocks and pull off of floating LNG as hard as they can. They're going to have a strong injection season coming up for April through October. What about Asia? Well, here it is. This is the 19th, and this is when some cooler temperatures come into the eastern provinces of China. Also gets cooler temperatures coming into Korea, and Beijing is sitting right at the edge of some cold, cold Arctic air. What about the stocks? Well, crude oil's falling back off today. Natural gas stocks are, natural gas is under pressure. So the whole thing is starting to lose any momentum to the upside. So right now, Murphy and Northern Oil and Gas and Magnolia, which have crude oil exposure, are still sitting at positive numbers, but they've lost a lot of ground since yesterday. So recapping again for the spot February contract, we're currently trading at 310.5 up, down 1.5 cents or a little bit like 0.5%. So it's swinging around pretty quickly here. Again, storage comes out minus 82 to minus 87 BCF. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.